So here we were, scrolling the internet, refreshing pages about video game leaks, waiting patiently for the supposed Nintendo Switch 2 announcement to drop. Myself, I was playing the new Zelda game while keeping an eye on EMB's live stream, watching a timer tick down towards the appointed moment, when suddenly, time was up, and there was no Switch 2 announcement. But then, we ended up getting an announcement trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, and I couldn't be any more excited. Ever since the release of the third game, I've been itching to dive back into this one, and now, with hints that certain elements in X could actually connect it to the rest of the series, well, let's just say my curiosity is through the roof. To keep it short, I just refer to X or Cross from here on out. Alright, so if you're a bit out of the loop or just haven't heard much about Xenoblade Chronicles X, here's the lowdown. Cross is actually the second game in the Xenoblade series, and it first came out on the Nintendo Wii U back in 2015. It's got its own unique storyline, separate from the other games in the series. The basic setup is that humanity has to evacuate Earth because two alien races start waging war right above the planet, and things go south fast. To avoid a total extinction, a global coalition launches Project Exodus, a mission to send out massive ships and save as much of Earth's life as possible by escaping into space. They leave Earth, which, unfortunately, gets wiped out in the chaos. 2 years later, one of the Arks, the White Whale, gets tracked down by one of the alien races and ends up crash landing on a strange new planet called Mira. This is where you come in. You play as a Blade operative, customizing your own character and teaming up with Elma and Lynn. Together you're on a mission to recover the life holds and defend against Ganglion, a hostile alien faction. That's the basic setup of the story, but since it's a Xenoblade game, you can bet there's a whole lot more going on that I won't spoil for you here. Mostly because, I still need to play it. In my video last year, I pointed out that we still didn't know how X would tie in with the rest of the series. And, well, we still don't know. However, with the Rhythm DLC in the third game, meant to conclude this trilogy, we've been given some new clues. At one point, we hear a mysterious radio broadcast mention something called Project Exodus, the same escape project we first heard about in X. I won't reveal exactly where or how it comes up, but its subtle hints might just be the key to understanding how X connects to the larger story. Looking at the actual trailer now, I have to say that I am thoroughly impressed. Whilst the graphics don't look all that more impressive than what we saw on the Wii U, there is a considerable visual upgrade through the color palette used. Everything feels more vibrant and vivid, which, in my opinion, makes this game look a whole lot better, but it'd be interesting to see how it performs on the Nintendo Switch, cause the console isn't actually more powerful than the Wii U. In fact, it's kind of the opposite, since the Wii U wasn't designed as a portable console. The biggest changes you'll notice are in the characters' faces, which now have a more anime-inspired look, like the style used in trilogy games. The original Cross game was more realistic, so this shift stands out. Plus, we recently had a video for the 25th anniversary of Money Thought, where Elma appeared in a Xenoblade 2 appearance. Yeah, she appeared in the DLC. Don't ask any question, please. This choice likely comes from the same reasoning behind the first game's remake. Since the Switch isn't super powerful, it's a lot easier for it to handle anime-style faces rather than the highly realistic ones. Back then, this decision already stirred up some controversy, and is sparking debate again now. And the best part, we're finally getting a continuation of the original story. From what I've heard, the game ended on a big cliffhanger, right before what could be in a final, or at least another major battle. We saw something similar in the definitive edition of the third game, where an epilogue set a year after the original story hinted at connection to the third game.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
So far, the teaser shows a black hooded figure speaking to an unconscious man called Lao. And it seems that Lao's fate is still a huge mystery. The cloak design appears to be updated too, which makes me think Monolith is really going around. If they follow their usual approach, we're looking at around 20 hours of new content, and maybe even some hints that tie Cross into the broader trilogy. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Show us light from now. Show us sight for where we can go. In the cave with no guiding light. Do you know where is the goal? Don't just follow. We can try 'cause we live in now.
Fancy seeing you here.